Hi, my name is Charlie McGrath. I am a host on the Rinse Radio Network as well as the founder of WideAwakeNews.com. Cristina Fernandez, Argentinian president, recently asked the question, when did the American dream turn into the American nightmare? Now, it's hard to put your finger on the exact date. You know, a lot of folks think it was 1913, the establishment of the Federal Reserve, or 1971, the closing of the gold window, or 2001 with the terrorist attack. Or a lot of people think it's 2008 when we started governing of, by, and for the too big to fail. You see, you can't put your finger on the exact date of when this nightmare was once a dream and this dream turned into a nightmare. But I think the question is somewhat irrelevant. The fact is, it's true. We've turned into a nightmarish corporatocracy that governs of, by, and for he who has the most. If we look at the current debate going on in D.C. right now, the current crisis going on, we see the same players on all fronts. We have the mainstream media telling us if we don't raise the debt ceiling, it's going to be financial Armageddon. We have the leadership in D.C., the same regurgitated politicians in D.C. who saw us through the last crisis in 2008, telling us it's going to be the end of the financial world if we don't raise the debt ceiling. And we have Wall Street telling us it's going to be Lehman Brothers on steroid if we don't go further into debt. And it seems the agenda has been set forward, the path is clear on how they're going to do this. Neither the red team nor the blue team is going to have to take responsibility or be given credit for raising the debt ceiling. The red team's not going to have to go before the cameras and say, we're increasing your taxes by trillions of dollars. The blue team's not going to have to go on the radio and say, we are cutting social programs across the board in this country. They found a new way to do it. It's called the Super Congress. Part of the deal is a $9 trillion increase in the debt ceiling, followed by the creation of a Super Congress, a 12-person body that is going to have the power to legislate inside of this committee and fast-track it through Congress with the full support of leadership from both the House and the Senate. No longer is 525 people enough to run a country. Now we have to whittle down this once great republic into a corporatocracy. We need a much smaller, manageable group of people to legislate from. A group of 12 so-called red team Republicans, 12 so-called blue team Democrats, legislating your financial future away, legislating your freedom away, legislating your liberty away. Completely, totally unconstitutional, but it doesn't matter in a corporatocracy. We can levy taxes, we can cut social programs, and we can do it without having to look bad. Because after all, the 2012 election is right around the corner. This is the reason I make these videos. Not that I think that me coming on here on YouTube or on the radio program is going to suddenly change everything. But if you're listening to me now, or you listen to me on the radio program, then it has had an effect. The notion that we're going to change it by voting has proven to be a complete and utter joke. Those who say to me that we are responsible because we elect the people who are running this country in Washington, D.C., don't realize the fact that only the elite, only the chosen get to be president. Only the chosen, backed by financial empires, get to be in the positions of power and leadership inside the House of Representatives or inside the Senate. The idea that we have a fair election, the idea that we have a representative government has long since left. It left with the dream, and now we are stuck with this nightmare where we have a 12-body super Congress that can legislate your freedom, your liberty, your financial future away with the least possible exposure to the truth. Stories are attached. That's all I got.